December begins with a cold splash, but full of extremely notable developments. Hello everyone, wishing you a peaceful early December morning, although honestly, today's weather is anything but gentle. If you stepped outside and were greeted by a sudden splash of rain right into your face, congratulations, you've officially started December in the classic, wet British style. It's not just a few decorative drizzle showers. Scattered across many areas of Wales and nearby regions, persistent heavy rain has forced the Meteorological Office to issue yellow warnings throughout the day. And it's not just Wales. Almost the entire United Kingdom today is under the coverage of rain warnings. Widespread heavy rain. A challenging start to the day. From central and southwestern Scotland, sweeping down to northwest England, covering Wales and stretching to southwest England, all are expecting rainfall between 20 and 40 millimeters just for Monday. Sounds normal? Not at all. In higher terrain, where rainfall tends to accumulate, totals may reach up to 100 millimeters within 24 hours, meaning half a month's worth of rain falling in just one day. And of course, this leads to road flooding, traffic congestion, risk of localized flooding, difficult travel, and a grumpy mood for anyone who must go out. If you're getting ready to drive to work or take your kids to school, remember to plan double the time, as many routes will definitely be affected. Strong gusts, a supporting character that can't be underestimated. Today's winds are the perfect example of saying little but doing a lot. Along the Irish Sea and many southwestern coastal sections, gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour are constantly roaring. Inland, the winds are hardly gentler, ranging from 40 to 55 miles per hour, enough to turn any umbrella into its final form. And even when the rain pauses occasionally, the strong winds drag clusters of showers back in. A patch of sky that seems dry and breathable suddenly transforms into a stormy dance floor within minutes. Very much the signature of British weather. Persistent rain is most concentrated in southwest England, Wales, northern England. Meanwhile, southeast England and the East Angus area may experience occasional dry spells, but overall still remain quite windy. Scotland and Northern Ireland, a surprising bright spot. Good news, if you're in Scotland or Northern Ireland, especially in the eastern regions, this afternoon will bring those rare, purplish-pink moments. The sky will offer many sunny intervals, with only a few light showers in the northwest. However, temperatures across the area hover around 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. Not as cold as yesterday, but intermittent rain and wind still give a fairly chilly feel. Meanwhile, many regions of England and Wales are warmer than usual. Some locations may reach 12 to 14 degrees Celsius, above early December averages. But with strong winds and heavy rain, that warmth won't feel pleasant. In fact, many will feel stuffy and a bit suffocating. Tonight, a sleepless night because of rain? Very possible. Monday evening continues the return and stronger than before performance of heavy rain bands. If you plan to drive home late, be extremely careful, as the risk of road flooding continues to rise. Rain will also move back into southern Scotland, eastern Scotland throughout the night until early Tuesday morning. Most remaining regions of the UK will gradually become drier, especially the Midlands, eastern England. However, a fairly strong band of showers will slide in along the southwest wind flow and hit southern and western England. Not only heavy rain, but also hail, wind gusts, even thunderstorms along coastal areas. Nighttime temperatures drop to about 5 to 7 degrees Celsius, not extremely cold, but still enough to make you curl up when stepping outside. In central and northern Scotland, temperatures may reach around 0 degrees Celsius, causing frost and thin ice to form in valleys and glen regions. Tuesday, light returns, but not completely peaceful. Tuesday will be the day many areas finally get to breathe a bit easier. England and Wales, many sunny intervals. The Midlands, eastern England, and eastern Scotland, mostly dry, brighter, clearer skies, generally more pleasant if ardent. But of course, some places won't escape showers. Southern England may experience sudden heavy rain. Western Scotland may have prolonged rain into the afternoon. Coastal areas still face risk of hail and thunderstorms. Temperatures slightly drop compared to Monday. 6 to 8 degrees Celsius in the north, 10 to 11 degrees Celsius in certain far southern regions. Not too cold, but with the wind still strong, the outdoors will feel fairly brisk. The week ahead, welcome to the week that never gets boring. Weather models show low-pressure systems are continuously moving around the UK, meaning no day will be completely dry. Wednesday, showers return widely. Thursday, a stronger, wetter system moves in. Weekend, sunshine mixed with showers, winds remain strong, making a fully sunny day unlikely. This week's weather is exactly like a long-running drama series. A bit of tension each day and a bit of surprise every hour. December is still December, full of wind, rain, and constant change. If you prefer peaceful days with morning sunshine and warm afternoons, unfortunately, this week isn't for you. But if you enjoy the feeling of dodging wind, wrestling with umbrellas, and muttering classic Britain, then congratulations! This is exactly the kind of weather. Specialty. Either way, remember, check weather warnings regularly, plan extra travel time, avoid flooded roads, and if possible, reward yourself with a warm cup of tea, watching the rain from indoors, to appreciate that even harsh weather has its own kind of beauty. December's cyclone, the opening act for a week you can't take your eyes off. A new week begins, but not every new week is gentle. And this week, right at the start of December, we are standing before a series of highly active days, a sequence where one cyclone fades and another swiftly arrives. Let's walk through each day, each rhythm, each shift in the atmosphere to understand the full picture, what awaits us across Western Europe, Northern Europe, the Mediterranean, and the Balkan regions in the coming days. A cyclone and a windy greeting. From Monday morning, the weather map already shows a rapid intensification of a low-pressure system from the Atlantic. Looking at the map, we see the first cyclone spinning up, sweeping from waters near Iceland toward England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. Thick cloud bands and heavy rainfall arrive not just for a few hours, but persist throughout the entire day, especially within the yellow-shaded zones, the areas with the highest rainfall alerts. Roads in Scotland, Northern Ireland, Ireland, and stretching down through England, many areas may see large puddles or even localized flooding due to continuous downpours. Commuters on Monday morning and evening will certainly feel the inconvenience. Tuesday, scattered showers spread across Europe. Moving into Tuesday, the first cyclone weakens, but the sky does not settle. We will see. Scattered showers from Ireland, spreading into the United Kingdom, sliding toward Denmark, dropping down to the Netherlands, Belgium, France, and parts of Germany, all merging into a fragmented but continuous band of showers, forcing many regions to brace for another wet day. Meanwhile, in southeastern Europe, especially Slovenia, Montenegro, Croatia, Bosnia, isolated rain zones also begin to form. Higher elevation areas in Spain and Andorra may even see light snowfall, creating a striking contrast: cold rain in the north, showers in Central Europe, and the first winter snowflakes over the western mountains. Midweek, when the atmosphere ignites. As forecast by midweek, especially Wednesday, the weather pattern shifts into a more active, more intense phase. Rain bands, strong winds, and storm clusters become clearly defined. Greece, heavy showers, shifting rainfall. Western Balkans, emerging rain zones. Mediterranean, on the verge of a highly unsettled stretch. From this point through the weekend, the Mediterranean region will see virtually no fully dry day. Thursday, a stronger system emerges. A close look at Thursday's weather map reveals a new low-pressure system, stronger, deeper, beginning its advance into Western Europe. Rain bands appear as dense, dark patches stretching across France, Spain, Portugal, sweeping into the Balkans, Kosovo, Bulgaria, skimming the edge of Turkey, looping back into Greece. We can expect thunderstorms, local flooding, strong wind gusts, flood alerts in several areas. Thursday is one of the most concerning weather days of the week. Friday and the weekend, when activity peaks. Here it is, the highlight of the entire week. Throughout the weekend, a chain of strong systems arrives one after another. A cyclone from Iceland pushing toward Ireland, another cutting across Spain and Portugal, torrential rain in Italy, Greece, Bulgaria, expanding snowfall across Eastern Europe, hail and strong thunderstorms across Mediterranean coastline zones. This is the period when meteorological agencies must closely monitor risks such as flash floods, urban flooding, coastal water surges, deep snow hindering mountain transport, all blending into a classic December weather portrait: chaotic, fierce, yet cyclically familiar. Rainfall details. Expect some big numbers. At the start of the week, especially Monday, rainfall in southern Scotland, Ireland, may reach 100 millimeters across multiple successive waves. Not all at once, but possibly wave 1 50 millimeters, wave 2 another 50 millimeter. This increases risks of landslides, localized flooding, water accumulation in low-lying zones. Meanwhile, rainfall from Germany to France will be lighter, concentrated from mid to late week. By weekend, the entire Mediterranean could accumulate 75 to 100 millimeters of rain, some areas exceeding 100 millimeters. Snowfall expanding and thickening. Snowfall will focus over Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, northwestern Russia. But from midweek onward, snow begins spreading farther south. Mountain regions in Spain, Andorra, the Balkans will see noticeably thicker snow cover. Not only higher accumulation, but broader coverage. Mountain passes will face increasing transport disruption. The Atlantic, the birthplace of most upcoming shifts. Over the Atlantic, numerous deep systems, some potentially becoming named storms, are forming. We do not yet know which name will be activated, but one thing is certain. December 2025 will not be quiet. Strong winds, heavy rainfall, and vigorous cyclonic movement will continue increasing until these systems either weaken or drift northward. Summary: a week that demands attention. From start to finish, heavy rain, strong winds, thunderstorms, mountain snowfall, flooding risks, back-to-back cyclonic systems. Affected regions: UK, Ireland first to be impacted. Mediterranean Balkans hit hardest by week's end. Norway, Eastern Europe, mix of rain and snow, intensifying steadily. This is the most active weather week since the start of winter. Thank you for following this weather report on the Mr. Tien channel. Wishing you a productive week, and remember, do not take weather warnings lightly in the first week of